You ever notice this? The loudest people in the room are usually the quietest inside. They laugh easy, post non-stop, say, "I'm good," like it's automatic. But when the lights go off, when the phone screen fades, when there's nothing left to distract them, they feel empty. Not sad, not broken, just numb. And the craziest part? They don't even remember when it started. No big trauma. No dramatic moment. Just, slowly. If that feels familiar, don't scroll. Because this isn't a hype video. This isn't motivation. This is psychology. And it's about the lie that's quietly draining your life. Psychology says the most exhausted people aren't the ones doing the most work. They're the ones pretending the longest. Pretending they're fine. Pretending they're strong. Pretending nothing affects them. Every fake smile costs energy. Every swallowed emotion adds weight. And nobody teaches you how expensive that becomes over time. This isn't the kind of tired sleep fixes. This is the "I don't recognize myself anymore" kind of tired. You wake up, handle responsibilities, do what you're supposed to do. But deep down, something feels off. Like you're living life on autopilot. That's not laziness. That's emotional exhaustion. Here's a hard truth most people avoid. Your brain believes repetition, not truth. So when you keep telling yourself, "It's not that deep. I'll deal with it later. Others have it worse," your brain doesn't heal anything. It buries it. And buried emotions don't disappear. They leak into your patience, your motivation, your confidence, your relationships. That's why small things trigger you. That's why you feel irritated for no reason. That's why you feel disconnected, even around people you care about. It's not random. It's accumulated. Ever notice how some people have everything they once prayed for, but still feel empty? Good job. Money coming in. People respecting them. Yet inside, nothing. Psychology calls this the arrival illusion. You think happiness is waiting at the next milestone. Once I get the job. Once I make more money. Once people finally respect me. Then I'll feel okay. But when you get there, nothing changes. Because success doesn't fix emotional neglect. It just distracts you from it. You didn't heal. You just stayed busy. And busy is the most socially accepted way to avoid your feelings. Most people aren't living as themselves anymore. They're living as a role. The strong one. The responsible one. The funny one. The one who never needs help. At first, it feels good. People rely on you. Respect you. Need you. But slowly, that role becomes a cage. Because once people get used to you being strong, they stop checking on you. And when you finally struggle, they don't see it. Not because they don't care, but because you train them not to notice. Psychology calls this identity burnout. You're not tired of life. You're tired of performing. Now let's talk about the lie. The most dangerous lie you tell yourself every day is simple. I'll deal with it later. Later feels safe. Later feels mature. Later feels responsible. But later never comes. Delayed emotions don't fade. They multiply. Ignored stress turns into anxiety. Ignored sadness turns into numbness. Ignored anger turns into self-destruction. Your brain keeps receipts. Every time you chose silence over honesty. Every time you minimized your pain because someone else had it worse. Pain doesn't work like that. It doesn't compare. It doesn't wait. It doesn't expire. It collects interest. That's why motivation videos stop working. You watch them. Feel inspired for a day. Maybe two. Then you're right back where you started. Because motivation doesn't heal wounds. Clarity does. You don't need more discipline. You need emotional honesty. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're overwhelmed. And emotionally neglected. Mostly by yourself. Psychology shows quiet signs of burnout. People ignore for years. You're tired even after resting. You overthink basic decisions. You feel distant from people you love. You scroll more and feel less. You feel off but can't explain why. That's not weakness. That's your nervous system asking for honesty. And no, fake positivity won't fix it. Ignoring pain doesn't make you strong. It makes you numb. Here's what actually helps. Not pretty advice. Not motivational quotes. Real things. First, name what you feel. If you can't name it, you can't process it. Second, stop minimizing your pain. Pain doesn't need permission to exist. Third, create one safe outlet. One person. One journal. One honest space. Fourth, rest without guilt. Rest isn't laziness. It's repair. And finally, be honest before trying to be strong. Strength built on denial always collapses. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't need to become someone new. You need to stop abandoning yourself. Every time you ignore your emotions, you teach your brain that you don't matter. Healing starts the moment you stop doing that. Not overnight. Not magically. But genuinely. Your energy slowly comes back. Your focus sharpens. Your emotions make sense again. So if nobody told you this today, you're not broken. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're human. In a world that rewards pretending. And healing doesn't start when life gets easier. It starts when you get honest. If this felt like it was speaking directly to you, that's not coincidence. That's awareness waking up. And sometimes, that's the beginning of everything.